Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of Monster Super League. It's your boy Odin, and it is finally time for us to start doing our summons on the Midsummer Miho Limited Primo Festival. She is going to be a June exclusive Astromon, which means she's only going to be around what I assume to be only June. So this is the only time you can get her, and essentially from now you won't be able to pick her up until next summer when she does make her rerun, which I assume she will. Of course, we are on our list of goals to get here. We're going to be looking at picking up the Dark One for the Apophis boss, and then for the Dimension Defense dungeon, and then of course we're also going to be looking at getting the Light One, and it's essentially mainly just for trophy mon purposes and to maybe try to check her out on arenas to see how she does. But with that said, we're just going to go ahead and get started. I am going to shoot for also picking up one fire one or two fire ones and one wood one. I think the wood one is going to be a little bit overkill since we have Acer, the Zeus, and a couple other courageous strikers that we could use. So I'm not really going too crazy for finding wood Mihos, but I would definitely love to pick up a couple of copies of her. But yeah, so for a lot of you guys, you should already have completed the story event quest in which you would have picked up at least the water one for free. If you haven't done that, make sure that you guys go ahead and do so. It is very easy to pick her up. Essentially, it's just, for Astromon, the story quest is pretty easy. You can even take a team with, a bunch of level 20s, and you should be able to clear those events. And also by completing the events, you'll also pick up more flowers, which you can use to exchange for gleams, nat 5s. I believe the nat 5 is only exchangeable one time, but you get the gist of where I'm getting at. So, but yeah, go ahead and basically complete those events, pick up your free water MS Miho. That's how I'm going to call Midsummer Miho from now on. It's just quick and short and easy, MS Miho. Yeah, so definitely go ahead and pick her up. I think she's very good. She is pretty much the equivalent of a Fire Draka. But I guess I forgot to mention that she did have a skill reduction for the water one. Initially, she was on the nodes. It had said that she was going to be 20% SP refill to herself and all allies. But it looks like last minute they changed it to only 15%, so as to not interfere with the whole rebirthing for Fire Draka, since Fire Draka gives you 20% SP refill whenever she uses her active skill. So, alright, so far we've used up, I think it's like 7 of our tickets, or 6 of our tickets, and we haven't pulled anything other than a couple of nat 4s, which is totally fine. Not a big deal, but we are hoping that we manage to pull, like I said, at least 2 fire ones, and hopefully one of the wood ones, and that's pretty much all I need. I'm not really looking to build more than one water one, just because we already have plenty of fire Drakas. And then for the water tower chaos, or water chaos tower, you don't really need to have 2 Drakas. Like one MS Miho should be more than enough to clear the water tower as well. So don't need to go for more than one, I don't believe. But let's see, what else do we have here? So we're pretty much here coming up on our guaranteed at 120 summons. If you guys are not aware, you are guaranteed a light or dark when you hit that 300 summon mark, but for now it looks like we're just going on empty here, and we're picking up our first guaranteed of the bunch, which is not really ideal because you'd expect to at least pull 1 or 2 here or there, but that's all you can do. Alright, so perfect. At least we got our one fire one out of the way. In my opinion, the fire one is going to be essentially only for Apophis, because she has defense down, but that does also mean that quite possibly in the future she may be phased out, because the Fire Poseidon has attack power, which is a little bit more useful than defense down. However, the Fire Miho can be used in your 3rd attack for Apophis. Granted, you've reached the level like 75 to 80, because I noticed that if you use defense down at that higher level, it does make an impact on Lethal Strike, and Lethal Strike does do a little bit more damage than you would without having that defense down. So don't forget, guys, like defense down still applies to Apophis. Apophis has two types of defense. It has a fixed defense, and then it has a scale defense, which Lethal Strike does apply to. But you know, the defense down can be used to at least lower the boss's fixed amount of defense, or at least so that's from what I've gathered. All right, cool. So we picked up a wood one. Finally, we've gone through a bunch of our tickets. I think it's like 10 multis. I think we've done now so far. But we're moving along, so that's great. We've picked up the fire one and we've picked up the wood one, so that's already 2 out of the way. But yeah, guys, I think that the Mihos are pretty good, mainly only for the Apophis boss dungeons. So like, you know, if you're a new player and you can't make it to, you know, the guaranteed, don't go ahead and don't worry about it. Just pick up your free water one. Oh, perfect. What do we get here? Water Hades. I forgot that the regular Nat 5s are also in this pool. But that's okay. It's a free Nat 5 or a Nat 5 I would have pulled regardless. So, alright, I think we are one more multi away from picking up the regular egg, and then we're halfway to pick up our next guaranteed. Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking variant water Miho, or MS Miho. So that's perfect. That's awesome. That's one super holy gleam that I do not have to use, so that was nice. Definitely an awesome pickup for me. I'll plan on using that one to feed it into the dark one, because I will be so right now the way I figure is at the 300 one, if I get a dark one, I'll pick up the light one when I hit the 600. If I get the dark one first, I'll pick up the light one when I get the 600. So that's kind of how I'm gonna try to make this work, so that way at least I have at the very minimum 1 light and 1 dark for the guide, and for the guide only. If she is gonna come back next year, I'm almost guaranteed the fact that they will come back and include the same 300 and 600 you know, summon feature, where, you know, if you summon 600 Astromons, you're guaranteed to get a light or a dark. I may save up to go on and do one more round when that time comes, but for now, I'll be happy with just one of each, just to fill out the Astro Guide. Alright, so goal now number 2 is to pick up another water one, or excuse me, not a water one, a fire one. So let me bite my tongue there before I do pull a water one, but I need a fire one. So I would really, ideally, want to have 2 fires and 1 wood one, which I already got the wood one. So this should be hopefully, you know, one of those fire ones that I need, and then I'll be completely done. Any other Mihos that I summon from this pool will only be used to feed into the light or the dark one. So, alright, let's see what we're going to get from the 240 guaranteed. It would be amazing if I pulled a dark one or a light one out of the guaranteed, because that means that I could, you know, potentially have 2. Or if I pick up, you know, a light one, then I can essentially just pick the dark one for the 600 summon, and then, yeah, maybe go with that. So let's see here. Alright, a Fire Vic. And as you guys did see, I have a ton of Astro Gems to go through as well. So that's why, you know, I'm trying to speed hack through these as much as possible. And I also need to make sure that my channel didn't get saved or stayed in where I wanted it to. Otherwise, other people can see where I'm summoning, and it's not really what I want. Alright, so we've summoned 5 Mihos so far. And we are close to that light or dark here, so I'm pretty excited. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below which one you really wanted out of the MS Mihos. And of course, let me know which one's your favorite as well, because I know there's quite a lot of people that have different needs at their point in time in the game. Some may really want, you know, a water one, whereas others may really want a you know, a dark one or a light one, etc. Just for the Apophis dungeon or arenas. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys really wanted out of this Primo Festival, and if you guys managed to get something. Alright, I'm going to back out of this one once I pull this next multi, because yeah, it's been a hot minute of no Nat 5s after that Hades. So alright, at least we're pulling some Nat 4s there. Alright, maybe I'll see what I get from here, and then we might hop on out and kind of go through the queue again. Alright, we pulled the dark one. Perfect. Alright, so that was my first pick, so I am very excited about that pull. And let's see, what is she? An attacker type, lethal strike, and attack up, so that's perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Let's make it to that 360, or let's see how this next summon goes, because if this summon is no bueno, then I will go ahead and back out and hopefully reset it. Alright, so we pulled 2 Nat 4s, so at least we're getting some Nat 4s. I don't mind, like I said, going pretty deep on this banner just because you're guaranteed to pull the light and the dark one. So that was the main driving force between me actually buying the packs this month and making sure that I had enough Astro Gems. But I think the bonus of this was the fact that you got so many tickets from the purchases. And then we did also get a ton of free tickets, or tickets that you could buy in game. And it goes really to attest to the point that Smart Study really is doing a really good job with the game overall. They've made it a little bit more accessible to a lot of free-to-play players. You don't feel like you have to be, spending every single dime that you get on the game. You can essentially get, your free eggs through running the story. You can get a lot of free energy just by logging in. So they have made quite a decent amount of improvement when it comes to the game itself. So, alright, I'm going to pick up this Miho here, and then I'm going to back out and hopefully reset the stream here. Alright, and there's our second fire one, so I believe that completes my list of wants and needs. And let me go ahead and just back out to check my inventory here, making sure that I can count properly. Oh, that's forgot. I did also buy another one of those tickets using the points. So, alright, so we got the fire one and the wood one here. And we essentially have one of each there, wood, water, and fire. And then at least we pulled that nice variant one. What I want to see is that dark one. And there she is. Oh, perfect. She has one triangle, so that's worth it for me. And let me go ahead and store some of these mons real quick, because I am going to need to make a little bit of room real quick. And then we'll go back to the summons. So let me go ahead and release some of these, since I don't need any of these guys. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited. This event was actually definitely something that I was not really expecting, but somehow really I guess got me excited because of the fact that there are new Astromon being added, and there's a bunch of different new content as far as the events goes. And I'm really hoping that they start to I guess progress through the story as well. So I would love it if Smart Study would start putting in some time and effort into the story as well to update the story, not just the whole summoning aspect of this. So but yeah, alright, so we put in one of our Miho in there. We got some room in the storage. And let's go ahead and go to the story mode here just to kind of reset the seed, and hopefully these last, what is it, 20 multis or 30 multis left give us a little bit of luck and maybe grant us one more light or dark from the regular eggs, which is what I would love to pull. Because if you pull, like I said, a light or a dark one again from the story, if I were to pull another dark one from just the regular summon pool, that means that I can essentially just be all set and only use the selection card for the light one. Because I would love to have 2 dark ones and 1 light, just because the dark one, again, geared for the Apophis boss. So. Overall, though, I will say the rates are not that great. Granted, we've used up somewhere around the line of like 26 tickets, but I would say the rates are really not that great. As you guys can see, I'm still only pulling like 1 Nat 4, and I gotta say, like, I really hope that they start making a change to that, because 1 Nat 4 for 600 Astro Gems is just not worth it, not one bit. And I don't care what you say, you're definitely not happy spending 600 Astro Gems for just 1 Nat 4. It's just no way. But it is what it is for now. What can you do? Hopefully they make some changes in the future. Ooh, a variant Kira. Nice, very nice. I've seen quite a few of her pop in here and there. It's almost like the game is telling me that I need to build a 7th Water Kira. Which, by the way, guys, it's been a full year since they announced some of the Super Evo updates for some of the healers. And I am really, really hoping that they do super evolve the Cura in the next like year or so. So definitely start piling up your water stones for the water Cura for sure. You could also even you know, start boxing up a couple of them for the Fire Cura, whose shield is actually pretty usable in the Wood Titan until you get to endgame, in which, you know, you'll only be looking for essentially just, you know, Courageous Strikers, Fire Courageous Strikers. So, alright, only one nat 4 there. But we are still going. We're not going to stop until we get all of the guaranteeds and the 600 Astro Gem Light and Dark card selectors. So hopefully there's at least a couple more copies in here in the regular summon pool, because like I said, the more I have of the Mihos, that's less amount of gleams and super holy gleams that I will need to get the light and the dark one to Evo 3. I do have 3 super holy gleams that I could feed to the dark one already to get her to Evo 3, but I think I will check and see how many copies of her I have at the end, because if I don't have enough, or if I have enough, I'll rather use the copies to get the dark one to Evo 3, and then I'll plan on buying the super holy gleams from the world boss to get the RGBs to Evo 3, because I think for now the wood one and the fire one should generally be okay as Evo 2 form. The fire one especially can just be built HP defense, so you don't necessarily need to have her at Evo 3 since the Apophis dungeon is only for 20 turns. Of course, the added stat bonuses do help, but I don't think that they are as important, you know, to really go for wasting 3 nat 5s to feed into one, you know, fire one, for example. So I think those copies will be much better spent on the regular or on the light or the dark one. So, all right, let's hope there's a light or a dark in here. Another water one. Boo-hoo, disappointment, but that's all right. Alright, so we are down to 30,000 Astro Gems, so we are still going to go, and then we have about another 200 more summons to get to, or 200, yeah, so 20 more multis to get to the guaranteed light or dark, at which point I will stop. I will not go any deeper into this banner. Alright, come on now, let's see if my luck can change, because I'm really hoping I pull at least a couple more copies. I would like to pull at least 2 more MS Mihos within these 20 multis. Oh my lord, these are horrible. Alright, come on now. Can we get there? We only have one more guaranteed here. Alright guys, but yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you are enjoying the festival and the new events. I think, like I said, that they definitely need to add to the story, because the story is kind of dry, at least for us at endgame. But hopefully they decide to do something in the next couple of months. But it is a nice step in the good direction here that they are starting to, you know, add new Astromon and spice things up a little bit, as Elio would say. Alright, perfect. We did pull, finally, another Fire Miho as well, so that's good. And I believe we only have 6 multi-summons left, and then we will be all set with these, with the Primo Festival. So I'm pretty happy. I did not think that I was going to get through this whole entire video on under half an hour, but I've been basically going along pretty fast, so it's worked out pretty well. But yeah guys, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. If you're new, also make sure you hit the notification bell if you want to know when the next video is coming up. And that way you guys will also know, you know, the minute that the video comes out, that it's there and you can watch it right away. Alright, so only 1 nat 4. Alright, we got 3 multis left. Hopefully there's some luck left here for us. Hana. And a lot of Lokis. Make sure you guys, you know, SEE your water or your wood Loki as well. If you have some extra stones lying around, because the wood Loki is actually really good for farming, and the water Loki is pretty decent for nuking. whether it's Colossus, whether it's what do you call it, the CVC or arenas as well. He's a pretty decent nuker, I'm not gonna lie. You can also use him in a Dimension Defense dungeon as well. So alright, 5 nat 4s there, but no luck. Alright, so we are done with our summons. We've gotten to the card. A little bit disappointing. What? Did it really just reset? Are you kidding me? Alright, I don't think I'm gonna do another 300. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna stay right here with these ones. Let's see if we can pick up how many we've... Ooh. Oh, I did notice this. For some reason, it's resetting every time that you pick an Astromon out of the inbox now. It will reset to the top instead of retaining that grade or the filter that you set for it, which is kind of annoying, but okay. I do have a couple more eggs, guys, to open, so don't go just yet. That's why I haven't ended the video just yet. So we're gonna go over to the summon page real quick. I'm not gonna release that variant Cupid yet, because I did have another Dark Cupid that I was building for the Dark Up office, and so I want to keep him around for a little bit longer. And I'm also gonna save the Bulbies there, the light Bulbies. I picked up a light Bulby, so I want to build her up just to do the slime portion thing for the week, and then go from there. Alright, so let's see now. We picked up a couple different Mihos there for sure. Alright, so let's see if we can go to my incubator, and we have one heroic golden egg to open and a regular pool to open. So let me go ahead and open on this one here first. Come on, get the bad luck out of the way. Hopefully there is a light or a dark in that egg that just showed up. We got a Valkyrie. And if Nox decides to speed up, we can get these other ones opened up. Let's go ahead and hatch all 7 of these. Hopefully there's one nat 5 in here. Yeah. So I would say that this festival was pretty good for me. Pulled a couple of different Mihos. That's all I really wanted. Yeah, I think it was worth the wait. Definitely excited to pick her up. I'm glad that all those purchases came with all those tickets, because otherwise I would have been pissed if I was gonna have to spend more than $400 on this game. Which guys, if you're wanting to know how much I spent, it was about 430 bucks. So not worth it. Don't do it. It's a lot of money. I only did it because I know I can afford it, and because I don't really play any other games or spend any money on anything. When COVID kind of hit, my wife and I just kind of like hunkered down. Like, my whole family's been basically home for the last 2 years, so no vacations, no nothing. It gives you a little bit of extra cash to use somewhere else. And since I play Monster Super League so much, I figured, you know what, it's all right, not a big deal. Oh, and I totally have a ton of points to pick up from the whatchamacallit. What was I gonna say here? Let me pick these up out of here. Oh, it turned off my mic. Sorry, guys. But yeah, anyways, so all right, here's the water one that I picked up, and here is the wood one that I picked up as well. And I think that basically concludes the summons that I'm gonna do for the Mihos. But let me know in the comment section below, guys, which one, like I said, is your favorite, which one you pulled. I'd love to hear what you guys, got to, let me know, and I will definitely be keeping you guys posted on the next video that I'll drop. I have a ton of gems left. I'm probably gonna save them for the next anniversary, and to do a little bit more of summons during the the next anniversary, and then maybe the Heroes Festival if I feel like it. Although I will say that there may be talks about changing the Heroes Festival to make it so that it's a guaranteed pull after X amount of summons. Don't quote me on that just yet, because it may be a couple of months before they even release or say anything about that. But if that is the case, once I talk to a couple of my buddies, I might actually decide to skip the next couple Heroes festivals, just to stock up on some gems, because you know the chances of pulling a water bass is still pretty stupid low, and I just would prefer to save those gems so I know for sure I can pick one up guaranteed later on in the next couple of months. So. But that's it, guys, for this video. Let me know in the comment section down below, like I said, if you enjoyed the content, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. Take it easy, guys.